It's Tuesday, the 21st of April. Every day and I forget the day. It's Tuesday, the 21st of April, 2020. It's around about midday, and that can mean one thing and one thing only, that it's time for today's The Quiz! With me, it's your host, Edward C. Lewis. And of course, we're joined, as always, by, well, a rather dapper-looking, short-sleeved Lothario. WNL, how are you looking?
Summer's here.
How are you doing?
Well, Kirkham, and it's supposed to get up to about 20 degrees here today. Now, for Kirkham, that's sort of record hitting the heights. So it's time to actually unveil the white limbs and get them slightly less white.
That's good. That is good. I'm still wearing the same jumper that I wore yesterday. What are you going to do about it? It's the lockdown. I don't do anything in this jumper. I'm not sweating on it or anything. So it's like, this is, it's okay. It's okay to wear things twice. I'm saving on washing bills, saving the planet one jumper at a time. Am I wearing anything underneath this jumper? Probably not. You'll never know. Maybe there's a vest under there. Maybe there's just a couple of pieces of a couple of plasters on my nipples just to stop the chafing. Maybe that's what I do every day. Maybe I wear plasters on my nipples every day. You'll never know.
Some bits of clinging lint. I don't know.
Some clinging. That's certainly clinging lint. Hi, my name's Clinging Lint. I'm here to sell you some life insurance. Clinging Lint. Hi, my name's Clinging Lint. I'm here to sell you some life insurance. Have you heard about this? Great. Hello, everybody. TMI, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Nipples. We're not allowed to talk about... Free the nipple. Free the nipple. That's what I say. We should follow WNL and have a formal day every week. That's a nice idea. Maybe we should do that. Let's say, Thursdays. From now on Thursdays... No. Formal Fridays. We dress up as formally as we possibly can on a Friday. Full-on suit, business gear, business attire. Maybe. I mean, it's an idea. Let's not add any more.
Sounds good to me.
Let's not add any more unnecessary structure into this. This is already wild. Hello, by the way. I've just noticed something, by the way. That over here in the left, we have the Zookeeper Skill. We have Jack Little. We have Stix of 42. We have Jester D. We have Commander Benkai. We have Revian. We have Maesty K. Sayarosi. Stix to 42. Alien. Benkai. All of the best ones are here, believe it or not. I don't know if you can believe it, but I certainly can. Especially after seeing them all saying it. I've got irrefutable evidence that they are here because they're in the chat and they're talking to us. Although, this could be a figment of my imagination. So WNL, what are we doing here? I feel like we should be...
Well, you pinch yourself and just make sure.
Tight and to the point today. Unless...
Tight to the point?
Tight and to the point today. That's what we're going to do. Tight and to the point.
Well, we're talking quizzes. And yesterday someone suggested a round on birds. So this quiz today is for the birds. Simple as that.
Great. Simple. I like it.
We have 10 questions, all about, avian matters. Okay, and basically, well, you know the rules. You'll close down the chat stream so you can't see them. I'll be able to see them. We'll take their first three answers and ask a question. If we have consensus on the first three, then that'll be their answer. If we don't, it'll be the first of the three answers that I saw. Then I'll ask you for your answer, and we'll compare and watch the scores, plummet, skyrocket, hold the same, whatever. Yesterday was a little bit dire, but today I'm sure we'll be back on form.
Yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. Ed, you should tweet that, says Commander Benkai. What am I tweeting? I don't know what I'm tweeting. I'm not tweeting anything. I'm not tweeting anything. Can we tweet our answers? If you want. It might take a while. My dad, WNL, doesn't have a Twitter account to read the answers on there, but this is it. And he refuses, I think, to join us all on there, which I do have some sympathy towards. I can't, I respect that. I respect not having a Twitter account. The amount of times, by the way, birds tweet it. These tweet birds answers, tweet them, tweet like a bird's tweet. Did you know that I considered deleting my Twitter account so many times this last year especially? This last year, it's nearly been gone. All social media nearly went a few times. And I just want to know what people's thoughts are on that, because genuinely, the people that I actually care about think, in terms of social media, are you guys who would actually care if I deleted my Twitter account. Do you know what I mean? Keep your Twitter, says Edelweiss. Yeah, all right, exactly. And if there's one person saying that, that's enough. Because genuinely, the things that have stopped me from doing it are people like yourselves. And if I ever do this thing again, we will have throughout life, throughout the history of time.
There's a book in there somewhere.
Focused and to the point, I said. Throughout this, there's going to be ups and downs in life where we'll need a quiz, right? And so we'll need that communication.
Edward, I have a question. You've raised this whole idea of Twitter. Okay, if you have Twitter, then why aren't you twitting? Why did they change it to? If it should be tweeter if they're tweeting. Are we ashamed of the fact that it's a bunch of twits?
It's a good point. I don't think anyone's ever made that point.
Yeah, that's
a tweet.
That's
the kind of hot top. That's the kind of hot tweeting that Twitter's missing out on. Some hot twitting that you could be tweeting about on Twitter. I don't know.
Say that 5 times fast.
I refuse. To twit is the past tense of a tweet, apparently, according to Jack Little, but I think he's making that up. You don't need to tweet everything in your life, obviously, but Twitter is always a good way to shout, I am doing this. Yeah, you're right, and I have had a few breaks from it where I've been like, no. It's because it's a really horrible, toxic place. That's a hot take right there. No one's ever said that before. Turns out everyone thinks that, but everyone still just goes there anyway. Like your favourite dive bar. It's horrible. It's the worst place. It's the worst pub in town, but you still go to it because you've got such an affection for it. That's kind of how I feel about it. Waits for L's or E's to turn into A's. Orcafor says, I've got a meeting open. I've got a meeting open in my other monitor, so shh. Yeah, all social media can be if you go looking for it. My official account is lovely, says Jack Lil, as is Les Dennis's account. Okay. Facebook is worse for toxicity, feel. It's just a strange thing about, like, and again, to the point, we'll start the quiz soon, because I kind of want to be done by past today, because I've got meetings, back to back for the rest of the day. So we will move forward. But it is important. This is an interesting discussion topic. I feel like it's just that I've always done my very, very best to be as positive as possible with my social media forward-facing kind of what it is, because what's the point in adding to that negativity? So if I'm ever angry about something, and I think I once tweeted about Donald Trump a few years ago back now, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and I remember just being angry, and I added to that anger, and there was no need for me to do that. So what I've decided to do ever since is if I ever feel the desire to post something angrily, or the desire to express any sort of discomfort towards something, what I will do is instead find something positive to talk about. So I will say, if, for example, there is something about kind of something that I care about, a social issue that I care about, I will find something that someone has done that positively reinforces that in a really nice, friendly way, rather than being angry about the thing that is causing negativity, because that just increases that loop. So I just try to sort of almost break the silence on that. Edward is a naturally nice person, and same online as he is in real life. I think that there's an interesting thing that this is a slightly exaggerated, silly version of me, and you know that. But that said, actually, if you get me in conversation, I do not shut up. So to be fair, it's a weird approximation. It's a weird approximation. And then online, it is all the nice bits. I am still capable of, like any human being, still capable of being angry and selfish and jealous and all sorts of things. I just do my very, very best to think the world doesn't need me to give that to the world. The world, especially right now, wants positivity and quizzes. And on that note, let's start the quiz.
Ta-da! Okay, for all of you...
I got there eventually.
Bird brains out there, here we go. Okay, 10 questions for the birds. Question number 1. Okay, Edward, you've closed down the chat stream. You can't see them anymore?
No, I'm looking at the nice things that people are saying.
Well,
it's freeing to realise you don't have to have an opinion about everything, Jack Little says. And that is, he's nailed it. It doesn't mean anything. Nobody cares. Just chill. Nobody cares. That's the truth. Nobody cares about my opinion. Why is it important that everyone knows my opinion on this social issue? No, it's not. It's not that important. When it becomes important is supporting causes that you care about and kind of showcasing those off in a positive light. Not that I dislike Donald Trump. Who cares if I dislike Donald Trump or not? It's not going to affect how that people feel about it, is it?
Certainly won't affect the way he feels about it. I mean, he's quite
right.
inured.
Just to be completely clear, though.
Uh-oh.
No, I can't. After saying that, I can't do it. All right, let's go. Let's move on.
Question number 1. There we go. Okay.
Goodbye, everybody. Be nice to each other. That's the message.
One of these nights, we're going to take it easy. Hotel California is one of the best loved #1 singles from this band. Name it, please. One of these nights, we're going to take it easy. Hotel California is one of the best loved #1 singles from this band. I have their answer.
Oh God, that was quick. They were quick with that one. Right, the song is Hotel California, and the band. This is musician.
There was a clue. There were a couple other, one of these nights, take it easy, Hotel California. Yeah.
This is it's a bird thing, isn't it? It's a bird round.
It's a bird.
All about birds. That's my clue. The birds. Is it the birds? God, why is my brain not kicking into the doves? It's not the doves. It's the eagles. It's the eagles. It's the eagles. It's the eagles. It's the eagles.
Is it you're guessing the Eagles? You're absolutely correct. Yes.
I wasn't guessing. It was an absolute. It was a. I didn't. You heard the cogs. You literally. And then like.
Cogs or coughs? I think do we have someone in the background sort of giving you coughs when you get their answer right?
I haven't watched the last episode yet. I'm looking forward to that. That's called quiz. They were stealing our title. Our title's the quiz, and they went for quiz.
Sue them. Yeah. Litigation.
It's funny because in the show he even says that needs a new title. Title's bad because they call it like Money Mountain or something. By the way, watch Quiz. It's really good fun. I love what's his name.
Martin Sheen.
Martin Sheen, yeah. Michael Sheen, no? Yeah.
Michael Sheen.
Yeah, Michael Sheen. I love Michael Sheen. He's fantastic, and he's very good. And it's not just him. Like, it's good, fun drama, comedic, and stuff like that. But anyway, they even make a joke in there because they were going to call Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Mountain of Money Mountain or something.
Money Mountain, yeah.
And they even make a joke. They say, "Oh, we should change the name of that." And actually, it's funny because they should have changed the name of the show that they made about the show, because Quiz is not a good title. It could have been more interesting than that.
Quiz is an excellent title.
The Quiz.
It's our title, yes.
No, our title's The Quiz. It's different. Sorry, next question.
We have a definite pronoun in front of it. The Quiz. It's not just a quiz or any old quiz. It is the quiz.
That's right. It's the return to... It used to be the Bisquiz. We should put that in there. Previously known as the Bisquiz. All right.
Question number two. Okay. 1 under par is a simple birdie. In golf, which majestic bird's name is given to a score of 2 under par? 1 under par is a simple birdie. In golf, which majestic bird's name is given to a score of 2 under par? I have their answer.
Is it an albatross?
You're guessing albatross? Albatross is, well, it's even better than 2 under par. That's 3 under par is an albatross. You were looking for eagle again.
Oh. Do you know what happened there? I thought he won't do that to me. He wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do that to me. You betrayed me, Father.
Oh, hey. It's only going to go downhill from then if betrayal is the theme. Question number 3. Number 3, simple 50-50. It's true or false.
Right.
If you agree with the following statement, then write out the entire word true. If you disagree, the entire word false. Here we go. The American car hire firm Avis takes its name from the Latin word for bird. Is that true or false? The American car hire firm Avis, A-V-I-S, takes its name from the Latin word for bird. True or false?
Have you heard the word about the bird?
We have the entire word maybe here. There's a little bit of discord, but I have their answer.
That's a different app. Other apps are available. WNL, they're accidentally. That's a gamer's joke there. Sorry. All right. I think Avis. I mean, it's aviation. Avis. I think it very well could be true. I'm going to guess true.
You're going to guess true. Well, although Avis is the Latin word for bird, the firm's name is short for Advanced Vehicle Identification System.
Trick question.
Which they developed in 1981. Yeah, a way of vehicle tracking. No. So the answer is, sadly for you,
no, that's not true. No. It must have been a combination, and they must have gone Avis, right? Oh yeah, but how can we turn that into an acronym? There's no way that it's not based on bird and flight and speed. What's the logo look like? If it's a coincidence, then everyone's lost their minds. Hold on, Avis,
Advanced Vehicle Identification System.
Nonsense. I'm literally Googling. This is the first time I've been angry about an answer for some reason. Oh, it's rubbish, isn't it? The logo is just red. It's just red and white. It's just Avis.
You've never hired a car from Avis?
I think I might have when we went to California once, a long time ago. All right. And it's a rare moment where I can see the chat join the quiz. And this is, to be fair,
Jack Little says it has backronym written all over it. It could very well be.
Backronym. That's fun.
I like that. It's a good term.
We should hire Jack Little as a writer for this quiz. All right, next question. Go on.
Let me say, okay, we'll leave it at that for the time being. It's
I'm over
3 points to 1.
I have a very short attention span. I'm done. I've forgotten that now.
Question number 4, and we're over to Premiership football. I know you like these sort of questions, Edward. Crystal Palace, Brighton, Norwich City, and Newcastle all have avian nicknames. Which one is known as the Canaries? Crystal Palace, Brighton, Norwich City, and Newcastle United all have avian nicknames. Which is known as the Canaries? I have their answer.
I'd like to phone a friend, please.
Which one? Which one would you?
I actually know the answer to it.
You know the answer to that?
Yeah, it's the Canaries. I lived in Norwich for a while, but it's 100% the Canaries. It's Norwich. Sorry, Norwich is the Canaries. Yeah.
Norwich is correct. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Well done. Yeah. Can you name the others?
No. Do it again. Do the other ones.
I'm not sure if I can. Brighton are the Seagulls, I think, and Newcastle are the Magpies. Crystal Palace, they might be the Eagles.
Oh, that would have been good if you did the Eagles again.
We should have asked that one. It should have been number 3.
No, the Canaries is good. It's good. I like the Canaries. Yeah, they always used to bother me when I was trying to go shopping. They would just hordes of these people wearing, the yellow and green Canaries uniform, essentially, and like all coming up at the scarves coming out of the train station. And I used to live near the train station, so it used to just be crammed in on a Sunday. And we'd be
how dare they impinge on your shopping, huh? Is that it?
We. They had like it was a very family friendly vibe though. It has to be said. The Norwich City Football Club. I never went to a game.
Really?
Yeah, I would have liked to. I like the atmosphere in a football stadium. I like the atmosphere in any. Atmosphere is an interesting one, isn't it? And again, sharpen to the point of this quiz. But you can't argue with it, can you? You can't argue with atmosphere. What is it? It exists, and you can't. You could go and enjoy. Like if you go to a gig or an event, and the atmosphere is good, and even if you don't like the thing that you're doing, it's still an incredible experience. Like how? What is it? It's this thing that's tangible and you can feel it, but you can't touch it and you can't see it. And you can't put it in a little pouch and give it to someone.
You become part of a bigger organism. I remember going to Anfield once. This is back in the late 70s, and it was before they had all seated thing. Yeah. And I was down in the Cop End, and I remember when Liverpool scored a goal, everybody sort of jumped up on their feet who weren't already on their feet. And the crowd, as one, we surged about 7 or 8 feet down, and surged. I ended up back where I was, but. But it was scary. We were all part of one big organism.
Yeah, it's wild, isn't it? And you can see how those things can turn. And this is a horrible thing to say because I was talking about such positivity. But you can see how those things could turn on a dime as well, if that's the right phrase to use. You know, that kind of switch to negativity.
It's nice now that we all have seats and are required to use them. Yeah.
I remember being
far more civil affair.
Talking about Liverpool Football Club, I remember very quickly the last one. I was with you and just hearing the crowd sing "You'll Never Walk Alone." And I don't really care about football, but it's still, I remember just looking around thinking, well, this is really awesome. Like, however, tens of thousands of people all singing the same thing at once. Wow.
Yeah.
Really, really incredible. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, moving on.
No, that's good. And, well, hey, who knows? If they finish the season, then they could lift the trophy after 40 years.
Look,
and all that.
This wasn't an invitation to talk about Liverpool Football Club, all right?
I'll wear my hat on Thursday. Question number 5. The UK's smallest bird. Is it the wren, the goldcrest, or the pipit?
The wren?
The UK's smallest bird. We're talking about naturally here, not dragged in from another country like the hummingbird. Is it the wren, the goldcrest, or the pipit? I have their answer.
The pipit sounds small, but I think it could be the wren. Let's go for the wren.
You're going for the wren. Hey, the chat stream went for the wren as well. And, well, unfortunately, they outvoted Osric42, who had it correct.
You absolutely need to go with... You should nominate Osric as your person to go to during this round. Trust me. Trust me on this one. Everyone, wait for Osric's answer.
There were a couple of wrens before they had a chance to come up with a gold, but it is a gold crest. In fact, I saw them this morning in the back in the garden, a little, about that long, and the pressure of the air sort of knocked it off the feeder almost, and had to flap its wings and things like that. A little tiny thing. Gold crest is our smallest bird.
Yeah, what are they?
Score.
Do they have a little gold crest? Do they have a little golden chest? Or
yeah. No, it's a gold crest. It's right down the middle of their
crest. Yeah, not chest.
But they've got a little bit of gold elsewhere as well, but certainly down the middle of the head. So the scores remain 4 points to 2 at the halfway stage.
All right.
Question number 6. Number 6 is simple, 50-50. Again, it's true or false. Again, the entire word true if you agree, the entire word false if you disagree. Here's your statement. A species of penguin actually lives on the equator. A species of penguin actually lives on the equator. True or false? I mean, Edward, would I lie to you?
The thing isn't that you're lying. It's that I tried to get into the psychology of why you would ask a particular question in a certain way. And it's a struggle sometimes. But I'm going to say true.
True. Yes, it does. Absolutely true. On the Galapagos Islands, there's a species of penguin, and well, the chatters knew that as well. So the scores skyrocket to 5-3. Still plenty of time.
When did I lose 2? All right.
You've lost. Yes, you've lost 2. Questions 2 and 3. Okay. Question number 7. Listen very carefully. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. Who or what was it? Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. Who or what was it? I have their answer.
I think that you would actually disown me as a son if I didn't get this one right. This is Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven. Quote the Raven, nevermore.
Quoth the Raven, nevermore. Yes, absolutely correct. And, well, certainly, even if it was nothing to do with me, anyone who's watched The Simpsons, of course, has seen
Treehouse of Horror, like 7 or something. Yeah, it's
all sorts of wonderful things. You know, A Telltale Heart. All the best tales come through The Simpsons. Yes. Yeah. Edgar Allan Poe. Did I ever tell you that I tried to sell that as a commercial on television, on radio?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, when a friend and I were 17, we decided there was a local pizza place called Vicasano Pizza King, and they used to advertise on the radio, and we did that much of it, you know, and came up to, you know, gently rapping on my chamber door, Vicasano Pizza King.
Right.
They refused to pick it up.
You were the most pretentious 17. I thought I was pretentious. You, turns out, are the most pretentious 17-year-old I've ever heard of. You're like, oh, why don't go for Edgar Allan Poe for your... You're in Ohio, America. Like,
hey,
they're not going to be into...
Yeah,
I think you might have been the most sophisticated man in Ohio. So I'm just saying. No.
Only the presidents. 7 or 8 presidents came from Ohio. You know, of course, Neil Armstrong went all the way to the moon to escape it. Okay, question
Don't worry about those guys.
Number 8. Question number 8. Now, I'm going to give you a clue, and you name the bird. Simple as that. I'll give the clue, you name the bird.
Hot tip, wait for Osric.
Edward, you're working against yourself here.
Well, I kind of feel like I should have... Yeah, go on.
A happy dog does this. A happy dog does this. If you think there's a bird called Chomp's Bones, then write it down.
Chomp's Bones.
I have an answer.
It's a wagtail.
It is a wagtail, yes. Well done. Oh.
Did they get it? They got it, right?
They got it. So the scores remain very much the same. A 2-point deficit on your part. 2 points to the better for them. It's 7 points to 5 going into question number 9. Next to last.
Oh, I need to get both of these to get my...
You need both of these to catch up.
To get my
a
average.
Yes. You've got to maintain or improve your average. Number 9, the word parrot. Okay? Does it come from the French for Peter, the Portuguese for clothes rack, or the Latin for fiery feather?
Oh, God.
The word parrot. Again, I can remind, no cheating. Chat stream, what's in your head, put it on the stream. The word parrot. Does it come from the French for Peter, the Portuguese for clothes rack, or the Latin for fiery feather? I think they're still guessing wagtail, so you've got some more time to think, Edward.
Let's freeze. Let's buffer. Should we do some buffering?
They're no idea. Okay, I've got their answer.
Do you like imagine that you've paused and you've been paused mid-sentence, and so we can buffer for a second. You ready? 3, 2. And then people can catch up. I'm going to say towel rack.
Clothes rack it was.
Clothes rack.
Portuguese. You're saying Portuguese for clothes rack.
Why not? It seems the most obscene, and I just think, yeah, let's go for that one.
It was the funniest one because I made it up.
No! I've just given you a compliment indirectly, and I'm angry about it.
Hey, the chat stream went for Latin fiery feather, and they were wrong as well.
Gosh.
Brentford Peter.
Peter. How boring. Polly, you think Polly at least. Polly want a cracker.
I thought I almost gave myself away with a Latin fiery feather. I was just getting a little bit poetic, shoving in some alliteration.
Very good.
Consonants. Well, okay. Last question. You can't catch up, but you can get within one. Okay? And it's a bit of a multiple guess again. 7 points to 5 so far. Last question today, and it's about ducks. I would like to know, are ducks herbivores, carnivores, or omnivores? Ducks. Are they herbivores, carnivores, or omnivores? I have their answer.
With their little sharp little teeth, they're omnivores. They've got tiny little sharp teeth, haven't they?
Those pesky little creatures will, if it's smaller than they are, they'll have a go. Yes, they'll eat anything. They are omnivores. Well done. So you got that one correct, and that gets you up to, guess how many? 6.
6, which is my average. So that's good.
And it's got them up to their average of 8.
Oh, we are
victory for the chat. Well done, chatters. You got him again by 2 points. There we go.
We are very, at least, consistent as a group of people.
I shan't say predictable. Predictable, no, but consistent, possibly.
Yeah. But yeah, well done, everybody. And thank you all again for being here, as always. There's a whole good bunch of you here. This is great. Yeah. Oh. Why do you keep coming? It must be for him, because it isn't anything to do with me. Why do you keep coming? I love it. You're all so great, and it's a great time, isn't it? Let's have a nice time tomorrow again. Same time, midday? What do you reckon?
Sounds good.
What's the quiz going to be about tomorrow?
I'll surprise you. I'm not sure yet.
Right. All right. But, surprise quiz. Surprise quiz. Surprise quiz. Okay, sounds good. At some point... Yeah, no, that's great. No, there's no, I've got nothing to add to that.
Well, May the 4th isn't here yet.
When's that one? That one's a while off, isn't it? That's a couple of weeks away.
That's a while, and you said you wanted one on Star Wars for that. May the 4th be with you.
Oh, well, that's nice. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Okay. Right. Well, that sounds good. Look, nobody sent me a ending soon screen, ending now screen, ended. The quiz is ended screen. Remember, if you want to have your ending screen featured, please do send it to me. Twitter.com/Edward C. Lewis or at Edward C. Lewis. I think that's how it works. Or send me a message on the thing. No, Cosbragog says they sent me one. Let me have a look. I must have missed that one. Sorry. Man uses the computer. The live stream, which is a... Can you talk amongst yourselves, WNL? Talk at them, ask them questions. Ask them a question.
Quietly, in case anyone has a meeting on the other screen, yes.
Yeah. Go on, ask them a question.
Ask them a question.
Ask them a question.
Oh, I can give a little bit more information. I've done some more research, on the whole idea of what to buy for those Secret Santa gifts. We said, at least a week ago or whatever, that 82% people who were surveyed said they hated cheap jewelry given to them. It was their most despised gift, Secret Santa. Right behind it was something rude or cheeky. No one likes to think, they're exercising their poor humor on me. So they don't like getting rude or cheeky gifts.
I'm sorry. I was trying to sort this out. So I'm sorry.
Flabbergasted. Number three was makeup. I suppose... Not that I buy much, but if I were to buy makeup, I'd probably like to, buy my own, as opposed to saying, this will make you look good.
Yeah. Hold on. I've got it now. I'm sorry if you hear any noises on my end. In general, in life, I'm sorry if you hear any noises on my end. But also because you might start to hear Twitch being loaded up, and I've not prepared properly. Surprise, surprise. What's everybody doing today? What's everyone up to? No, you were doing. I'm sure you were saying some very interesting things there.
It was Secret Santa gifts. We're talking about the things that people detest getting. Number 9 was actually something homemade. There are a lot of people who out there think, hey, they're going to really appreciate something that I have made for them, even though they have no idea where it's coming from. You usually find out. And number 10 in the top 10 is rounded out with socks. People don't really like getting socks in a Secret Santa.
Did you not do that quiz question already for us, or is that what you were saying?
No, this was a fact of the day 3 weeks ago. I'm just elaborating, giving you some more of them. It was cheap jewelry that they hated the most.
Okay, I've got it. I've got the ending screen now, and I've got to say, it's a good one. Yeah, this one, everyone, is a good one. This one, I hope this inspires people to create. This one is made by Cosmogrog. So Cosmogrog, thank you so much for this one. It's a special one. I don't really understand it, but I like it. All of the best ones are here. Oh, it's really good. This is really good. I'm gonna, enjoy everybody. And well, we'll see you
tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. We'll leave you on this one. Same time, same place. Midday tomorrow. See you soon. It's good, isn't it? It's very strange.
Ah, they've stolen my Thursday look.
Spot all the Easter eggs, by the way, everybody.